quick? Can you show me both of your hands in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Let you know.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate it. Okay. Can you stop reaching for it, bud? Whoa, dude.
Sorry.
Dude, drop the gun. What are you doing?
Police will tell you there's no such thing
Hey, bud, how's it going?
as a routine traffic stop. We've seen it. Something as simple as a speeding ticket can turn deadly for the driver or the officer, making anxiety high on both ends.
Get out!
This October traffic stop shows a South Georgia deputy pulling over Leonard Cure.
Who are you? Staff Sergeant of the Sheriff's Office. My name is Al Wade. I don't care. Step to the rear of this vehicle.
An unarmed man who had just been released from prison.
What? Am I going? Hands behind your back. Yes, you are going to jail.
He was exonerated after being wrongly held for 16 years. The deputy and Cure end up fighting, and the deputy then shoots and kills the man. State police are still investigating that case, but it raises a big question. Is there a better and safer way for law enforcement to handle traffic stops? Is there potentially something out there that could save lives in the future?
One day I was in the lab and talking to my students, and they were a little frustrated with interactions between law enforcement and drivers. I said, well, let's do something about that.
Meet Dr. Juan Gilbert, an engineering professor at the University of Florida. He has a long list of awards and accomplishments all the way up to the White House.
Then I print my selection.
Gilbert has already created what he calls the most secure way to vote. And in his spare time, he rolled out the app called Virtual Traffic Stop. What's the benefit for drivers?
Well, the idea for a driver perspective is that I can de-escalate tensions between law enforcement and myself, bring down the nervousness that a driver may have. The idea is that by having the virtual traffic stop, we can have an icebreaker.
It's also built for people who are hearing impaired or deaf. Gilbert convinced university police to beta test it with a pilot program on campus. And we put it to the test. So we are going to simulate this on campus. We have not discussed what's going to happen in this traffic stop. We just know that we're going to use the app, an app that I have downloaded but have never personally used before. Even though this is just a scenario, my heart jumped just a little bit, right? Once I'm pulled over, I open up the app and the officer gets a notification. We then start a video call. It's much like a FaceTime or a Zoom. There's also an option to bring in a third party, like a parent or a spouse.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Officer Smith, University of Florida Police Department. Hey, the reason I stopped you is you ran a stop sign down the hill. In a moment, I'll be coming up to your vehicle. Do you have your license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance ready for me?
This is just an icebreaker because he does come up to my window so that we can have that face-to-face conversation we're all so used to.
Hey, doing well, Officer.
The process was fairly simple and smooth.
Well, you hang tight. I'll be right back for you.
Obviously, UFPD connected with the University of Florida. Do you see this taking off outside of the campus?
You know, I would assume so. I think, again, this is an opportunity for us to work with our faculty as a pilot project and see where it takes us.
It's new on campus, and students we spoke to seem to like the idea. Would you use something like that?
Yeah, I would. I think it reduces any unnecessary anxieties that might arise just from the tension of having been pulled over.
I would feel like a lot safer, a lot more comfortable.
Okay.
If I already knew what he looked like, or she.
I've never gotten pulled over, but I feel like that would help.
Across the U.S., police pull over more than 50,000 drivers a day. Stanford researchers say the traffic stop is the most common police interaction, and it can also be the most dangerous for both officers and civilians. Over the past 6 years, more than 800 people have been killed after being pulled over in the U.S. That's according to the Mapping Police Violence database. Meanwhile, officers are at increased risk of getting shot, hit by a passing vehicle, or dragged by the car.
And it says start traffic stop.
We showed the app to Clay County Sheriff Michelle Cook, and she isn't sold on the idea just yet.
You know, you walk up to a window and you smell things, you see things, utterances are made. You know, I've walked up to a window on a traffic stop and somebody confessed to committing a felony crime just prior that I had no idea that they had committed. And so you may lose some of that if you're doing an initial contact via an app.
Get out!
Now we ask this: would it have made a difference in the deadly traffic stop in Camden County?
I think it's innovative.
Well-known civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who represents Leonard Cure's family, tells us it's possible.
Maybe this app could have saved his life. The fact that it's a speeding ticket, well, here's your fine. You don't have to get out of the car. You don't have to be subjected to the bias or the excessive force, and you can survive the stop. You can get home safely, the officer could get home safely, and justice can be administered. That is some technology worth investing in.
They can be sneaky. They can be violent. Thieves are costing stores across the country more than $100 billion a year.
And that's forcing some major retailers to shut down some of their locations. We're going to take you inside an experimental lab where researchers are finding new high-tech ways to stop shoplifters in their tracks. We're going to see how those plans are working and how some criminals are still working hard to get around them.
Never guessed that inside an office building on the campus of the University of Florida,
And we're in a department store.
there is a department store. But this isn't any store.
How does this work?
So it works different ways.
This is a prototype store at the Loss Prevention Research Council. This is where co-founder Reed Hayes develops and tests the latest technology to thwart shoplifters. For example, there is no key for this display case.
To access it, you have to enter your cell phone number and get a code back, right? And it can't be a burner phone. It somehow knows what the network. So
Really?
You enter it in, you get the code, now it will open.
Some of the tech needs your face to give you access.
Now see the face boxing around our faces?
Yeah.
So we've worked with the technology guys that they can implement that to make it a more credible solution.
Some of the devices are more low-tech.
We want things that require two hands to manipulate. You got to open it, you got to select it, because if you just have one hand, you can just shovel stuff into a garbage bag, right?
Got it.
Okay, so you want people to have to do that. You also want things that make a lot of noise and take time. So we're increasing effort. God, I got to go through all this. We are increasing perceived risk of getting caught. People are hearing all this going on.
And sometimes, Hayes says you need to think like a bad guy.
So it's called a magic bag. It's what some boosters or shoplifters use to carry out goods, but what they'll do is try and defeat electronic tag systems by lining this with foil. They'll spend a lot of time developing magic bags and different types of magnet systems and try and defeat these things. Now, some of these systems will detect this coming into the store or a magnet.
Hayes and his researchers work with some pretty big-name retailers across the country to make shoplifting harder. One of them is Walmart.
Out one in Walmart.
Take a look at what they're up against. Body camera video shows a police officer in Peachtree, Georgia, trying to stop a suspected shoplifter in a Walmart parking lot. You can see a customer sideline the suspect with his cart. In Indianapolis, police say this group was caught on video at a local Macy's, gathering up as much high-end merchandise as they could hold. They then walked out the front doors and stuffed it all into their car.
They're trying to get in and get out without incident because they are literally trying to steal tens of thousands of dollars worth of product per day. Unfortunately, it's a arms race. So every time we come out with a new gadget, there's another way of defeating it that comes out.
So What are we looking at here?
So here we are in a self-checkout in one of the Walmarts that we work in.
Hayes says he's using tools like this virtual reality room. It really makes you feel like you're in a Walmart, and it helps Hayes learn what needs to change.
What does the behavior look like? How do we help the associate see how she's looking this way? Because one thing we learned was how to turn her workstation and things so she's oriented to help here. Think about football coaches or whatever. They sit there and run back and forth video of every play and every player, and you know that's just kind of the same concept.
This is your Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And Hayes says that quarterbacking is helping to stop shoplifters, and it's high tech that's watching you.
Now, if something happens, cameras will swing in that direction. We'll track now that individual.
And he says the bad guys are evolving with that technology, so they're having to stay one step ahead.
The end game is to protect people, places, and property with people first.
You're about to meet an entire team of solutionaries that decided to step up when one young man lost his life tragically while only doing what he loved. We'll never know what this young man would have become. Thursday night, his life was cut short after he was hit by a car while skateboarding with friends down a hill on Sheldon Road.
Oh, it was the worst nightmare ever. You know, you think you can imagine it, but until it happens to you.
20-year-old Dominic Dune had a serious passion for skateboarding. It's so sad that's how he would die, skateboarding downhill when he was hit by a hit-and-run driver.
Luckily for us, we have strong faith. So we asked, God to carry us, and he has.
Instead of falling deeper into grief, Dominic's mother, Gabriella, and brother, Enzo, decided to do something in hopes of preventing anyone else from meeting that same fate. And that's when the concept of Unity Skate Park was born.
Actually, it was Dominic's younger brother and one of Dominic's good friends that took it upon themselves very early on. They started petitioning the township for the skate park. So it was their idea.
It's nice to finally see it put together. I mean, we still have some landscaping to take care of.
Okay.
But it's nice to see the final product. And come summertime, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it.
Now, part of the reason why this is called Unity Skate Park is because Dominic had a very wide variety of friends that he loved to bring together.
He was always known for bringing his friends together. And then it took such a wide range of people to making this possible, so it just made most sense to call it Unity.
It took an entire team to make this solution a reality.
We just wanted it to be an extra fun park that wasn't too intimidating, that just had something for all age groups, and I think we got pretty close to the mark.
Jeff Scroggs is one of the people who helped design the park.
This was part of what I wanted to design, so the curbs that wrap around the bowl here is just kind of something fun so you can grind curbs, something like this. Yeah, that's not the best one, but yes, definitely, that's what we were shooting for. There's definitely no limitations to what you can do out here.
Along with Andy Whitmire, the owner of Executive Landscape, who had a hand in making sure the park is welcoming with a hangout spot for everyone to mingle.
And that's the kind of community that Northville is. It really is. It's a big community, but it's very, very small at the same time. And so when you see things like this and things like this happen, I mean, it's kind of who we are and what we do. And to see it come to fruition has just been amazing. And
we're going to have benches with some backing for us older people, but then there's going to be these raised boxes with turf in the center where kids can just kind of hang out, lay back, look at the sun, and just kind of hang out whether they're a skateboarder or not. We want to make sure it's inviting for everyone.
Another hope for the park is for it to be a place of relief for teens who may be going through things mentally.
We found was that it helps with the mental health, which we thought, wow, this is great timing because we realized there's a mental health crisis with the youth. So not only will it give kids a safe place to skateboard, but it's going to give them a safe place just to kind of hang out.
At the end of the day, it's a place for all to find peace and acceptance. Boyd Fuller nearly traveled an hour to skate the park after hearing the story of its creation.
I was actually on Instagram, and I came across it just on social media. I saw, the whole page. I looked through it, saw what happened, and honestly, I couldn't believe it was so close to town.
And like so many others, he can't wait for the grand opening and warmer weather.
This honestly is probably the best park I've skated in Michigan. Just the concrete being brand new is so smooth. All of the quarter pipes are super mellow, so you know, if you have people like me that are still learning, you can come out here and practice. If you fall, it's not going to be too bad.
How do you think that Dominic would have felt seeing this?
Oh my gosh, he would just be so excited and really kind of laugh, you know, because he had such a great sense of humor. He'd be like, oh wow, this is crazy, you know, but yeah, he would definitely be very proud of all this.
I think he would just be grateful that his life meant something, and he's able to give others an experience and bring others together even beyond the grave, you know?
And not only has he carried us, but he sent us angels to help us with this, because we know we couldn't have done this alone. I mean, it literally took a village to get this done.